What is up, guys? We are live. Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, we're going to break down exactly how to scale your wholesaling real estate business to over $1 million per year in real estate wholesaling profits. I'm jacked up for this, guys. Guys, I'm giving you the tools today to make $1 million next year in wholesaling real estate and this year. Guys, I don't know who else is going to give you this knowledge absolutely for free besides putting it behind like a huge paywall to charge you a bunch of money. I'm telling you, this is how you get an advantage in this business. You have to learn the stuff for free. You have to learn the secrets to scaling up your business. And I'm about to give them out all for free today. There's no secrets in this business. I want to give everything you need to know about scaling, a $10,000 scaling course for wholesaling real estate. I'm going to give it today because I truly believe this is the information you guys need to know. This is the stuff that I know is going to help you guys get a bunch of money. Like, look at Kane. Big Zach closed a deal for $150K. Come on. Let's go. I'm telling you, you guys are learning from my stuff, and I know I can help you teach you guys. I run a seven-figure operation. I'm here to teach you exactly how to do the same thing in your business. Scott's ready to go. Adam just signed up for the wholesaling course. Rico's cold calling. Guys, everyone's out here. We are live. We are ready to go. We are ready to share exactly the secrets to make $1 million in your real estate wholesaling business. Guys, if this is not the time, guys, this is the time for you to change your life in wholesaling real estate. This is the time for you to grasp your destiny by the horns. Grasp destiny by the horns and scale your business up to create the life of your dreams. If you are ready for that, I want you to stay on. I want you to watch this. I want you to get ready for this live stream because this could be the live stream that changes your life. If you do not have the same energy as me right now, you guys got to get jacked up. This is a live video. Of course, I'm going to stutter for a little bit because I'm just too excited, guys. I'm too ready, too pumped up. So if you're not matching my energy right now, I have to bring on the only person I know who will match the same energy as me to get you guys on my wavelength right now of how excited I am to share. We got the DJ. He's ready to go, guys. It's wholesaling time. Let's get it. Let's go. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go on. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Let's get it. Woo! I'm ready, guys. I'm telling you right now, Adam's pumped up. We're all pumped up for this, guys. We know today that we have the secrets to scaling up to exactly $1 million plus per year. We're ready to go, guys. Everyone's showing the love, showing the support. I'm truly appreciative of it, guys. It means the world to me how much support you give on the channel here and how much support you give for me and everyone on here. So, guys, I'm ready to share exactly how to start doing it. I'm pumped up. I know this is the time for you to learn wholesaling real estate, and this is the time for you to change your life. So without further ado, guys, remember, do me a huge favor and smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Smash that like button. Hit that like button. You guys see that like button? Hit the like button. Subscribe as you can, please, and let's get it going, guys. If you're watching on the YouTube, bottom right, there's a link to subscribe. Hop on. Join me, guys. I go live as many times as I can or want. Usually that's about 4 times a week. And I try to give as much value as I possibly can, guys. And that's what I'm here for. So, guys, today we're learning exactly how to scale up your business to $1 million plus per year. This is my scaling guide. This is what I use in my business, and this is what you have to do. So let's sort of look at this from a broad view approach. Okay. So in wholesaling real estate, if you're trying to scale your wholesaling real estate business, you got to think about, okay, if I'm going to make $1 million per year, roughly, let's make it $100K a month. Now, it probably comes out to a little less than that, like $83K, something like that. But it's roughly going to be around $85K a month. But let's just say $100K a month. It's a nice, clean number. Okay, we'll suffer and make an extra $17K plus a month if we're scaling it right. So let's think about this for a second. So if we're going to make roughly 100K a month. We're going to scale up to $1 million per year in our wholesaling business. We have to look at the overview on this. Okay. We kind of have to look at, whoa, we got to look out. So if we're looking out here, we can sort of understand that's roughly going to be 5 to 10 deals per month. In wholesaling real estate, that's roughly we're going to be at, if you want to be at that systems like guide I'm trying to show you today, you're roughly going to be at 5 to 10 deals a month. So how are we going to deal with this? Like what's sort of the game plan for it? So this is sort of what we're going to do. Okay. So number one is marketing. We got to understand that our marketing is going to be our lifeline for this business. This is what we're going to have to be doing to start changing the way that we're doing this. Okay. I'm telling you right now, marketing, if you do not have your marketing right, you're not going to make $1 million in this business. Straight up. Marketing is going to be one of the most important tools that you need to learn in this business to actually become successful. And that's what you're going to really have to do, especially when you're starting out. So let's understand first and foremost, marketing. We're going to spend a lot of time on this because it's probably going to be one of the most important things for us to learn. So marketing, guys, it's the GOAT. One of the most important things out there we got to know. So for a lot of people, if you're going to scale up on your business, technically, I'm going to say this technically on a technicality, if you're really good at margins, you could technically make $100,000 a month in wholesaling by yourself, like solo. It's going to be extremely difficult. I don't recommend it. It wouldn't be my biggest recommendation in the world, but you technically can. It is possible. You can do it. Is it practical? No. You're going to be working 100+ hours a week. You're going to be like driven to your wit's end, doing it by yourself. You're going to need some employees in your place to be running a business like this, or you're going to go absolutely bonkers insane. I know some people in like San Francisco, they make like 100K per deal. It makes sense for them. For most people, it's really not going to be your best case to do. So just understand that right off the bat. Marketing is going to be pretty important, but just remember, you're going to need a small team. If you're actually legit into this business and you actually want to scale, this is not how to make 100K a year. You can easily do that by yourself, but I'm talking on the marketing standpoint. It's going to be extremely hard to do it yourself. You're most likely going to have to get a team in there. And no, this isn't like, $50,000 employees that you got to get per month or something, but not a big payroll, still don't need an office for this, but just generally understand you're probably going to have to pay some employees. So number one, the most important employee on here is going to be your VAs. This is short for virtual assistants. These are people that are going to assist you in your marketing activities. Now, VAs can do your acquisitions for you. There's plenty of technicalities that you can do on this, but honestly, between you and me, virtual assistants, they're probably going to be the lifeline of your marketing and of a lot of your businesses for wholesaling real estate. So just understand that right off the bat. Your VAs are going to be extremely important, and you have to understand getting the VAs in the right way is going to be very important. So let me show you some of my secrets when it comes to scaling a business with VAs. I think it's pretty important to understand. And guys, even if you haven't got your first deal and you're trying to learn, how businesses run, I think this is a pretty good video. It's still, I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but for the crazy few that want to scale to $1 million, I want to have the resource out to you there, because there's going to be some guru trying to charge you, 50K or like probably 50 to 25K, 50K to learn this stuff. And I have to show you how to do it for free. So VAs are going to be really important. Next here, guys, with the VAs, I find most of them through Upwork.com. If you're brand new, you're going to pay them $4 to $7 an hour. $7 an hour is like an extreme premium person. Like they're going to have to be like legit. Now, $4 an hour is roughly we're going to be at. Some people get paid $5, $6, $4 to $7 is going to be the range. And it's still probably the best range to do it. And these VAs are going to do either one or two activities for you. They're going to do your SMS text blasting for you or your cold calling. It's sort of your decision what they're going to do. I would prefer that they stick to cold calling, but they could do the SMS also. It's still ultimately up to you which one you're going to choose and, which way you're going to go with this. I personally recommend cold calling, but they could do your SMS text blasting for you. Honestly, it's sort of what you want to do. So just know off the bat, cold calling is probably the best thing. I want them to cold call for you. Again, how I train them again is Upwork's a great one to pay them, but really like through a free course. You can create a course on YouTube for them. These are just unlisted links on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you already have an account, just create a video of you cold calling or just explaining the process of cold calling. No, you don't have to be like this crazy big legit like amazing person for cold calling to be like the person that can teach a VA. You have to be decent enough. You have to hopefully have gotten a deal or two through cold calling before you can even consider this. But if you can, if you do some live cold calls with motivated sellers, some live cold calling of you, just start posting them in unlisted links, create little modules, stuff like that. That's how I started out, just unlisted links on YouTube. I was doing that when I was like 19 years old. Works pretty well, not really too bad. And eventually I created my first YouTube video that was public for you guys for wholesaling when I was 19. I was approaching 3 to 4 years, which is 3 years. That's crazy, but crazy to think how far this journey's been for me, but it's true. Next here is going to be direct mail. When you're wholesaling real estate, when you're really trying to scale, especially in 2022, you got to understand that if you're going to scale, you're going to have to do a mass amount of stuff. You're either going to do through SMS, cold calling, or direct mail. Why am I not preaching some other strategies here? Unfortunately, I love SEO, Facebook ads, pay-per-click. Those are all great. They're probably not going to be the best for you, especially when you're just per dollar. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I don't think they're the best out there. I think using that money for SMS and cold calling is just going to go a lot further than doing Facebook ads. I've not seen Facebook ads get scaled out like crazy before. TV and radio ads are just not it right now. Some guys do well, some gals do well, but it's not really scalable. It's not the best out there. So really, we're sort of going here. You can make a bandit sign empire if you wanted to, but it's probably not going to be the best. RVMs are always tough. So I've really tried a trinity of things that work really well. It's going to be SMS, cold calling, and direct mail. At the end of the day, you look at most people who are very, very successful in this business. A lot of their marketing, I would say over 60% is with those three, and most of them, all of them is. So that's sort of where we're going to say roughly we're going to be out there. And just know with those marketing channels, we're going to have to find lists for them. So what kind of lists do we recommend here? What do I recommend some of the best lists, especially when you're starting to scale this wholesaling business and the operation? So try and true, my absolute favorite list for wholesaling real estate is going to be driving for dollars. And this is going to be a scaled up version of driving for dollars. I am tell you right now, drawing for dollars is absolutely amazing. I love drawing for dollars, but what I can tell you right now, if you're drawing for dollars, if you do it by yourself, it's going to be extremely hard to make 7 figures in this. Again, we're talking 7 figures here. We're not talking 6 figures. We're talking 6 figures a month, but we're talking 7 figures here. You're going to have to scale up your drawing for dollars. This is going to roughly be more or less, you're going to need about 3 to 4. 5 would probably be ideal. But 3 to 4 drivers full time that are driving for dollars for you. Okay, they're in their car, they're driving around town, and they're looking for leads, and you're paying them about $15 an hour. Now, you're probably going to have to tack on $4 or $5 an hour plus with gas, roughly $20 an hour for each one there, and they're going to drive for you, put properties on listrei.com. That's my Driving for Dollars app that I recommend for everyone, and they go out there, start putting the list. It's already in PropStream for you there, and boom, I love it so much. And the reason why I'm such a huge fan of it is because it's already in PropStream. You can already pull that list and start using it for everything. You can skip trace in PropStream if you wanted to, but listrei.com, we use that for driving for dollars. You go out there and scale it up. That's the best list you can. Again, no one can buy this list. That gives you an extreme advantage over other people, and it gives you a huge advantage for wholesaling real estate. So driving for dollars is going to be an absolutely amazing one. Definitely one I'm recommending right now. Now, if you have to pay for your lists, again, it's going to cost some money if you're going to start like going up. I'm telling you right now, hands down, if you're driving for dollars, you're in a good spot. But if you're trying to get 7 figures a year, you're going to have to pay for it. It's very hard to do it absolutely for free. Start making 6 figures for free and then use some of that money for it. Again, the more money, it's just a better tool to go out there. But what I recommend right now, if you're going to pay for your lists, listrei.com lists are probably going to be the best ones. Again, listrei.com. These are the lists that I recommend pulling on PropStream. So some of these lists, I'm saying if you're trying to scale up at like a bigger, like if you're looking for a broader scale, we're not going to get too niche in this, but I'm telling you, so it's going to be our pre-probates or zombie properties. Again, these are vacant pre-foreclosures. Our vacant properties, our tired landlords, and our pre-foreclosures lists. These are absolutely, hands down, absolute killer lists to be using for your wholesaling real estate operations from listrei.com. I love them. They're great. These are ones that are tried and true. I would also add that each one of these lists are all going to have high equity. So I could add high equity on there, but honestly, high equity is just sometimes a little too broad for most people. But if you want to tack on high equity, I'm not going to say no to that. Again, all this stuff is at freewholesaling.com. I sound like a broken record saying this, but guys, everything I talk about is at freewholesaling.com. Again, freewholesaling.com is my free wholesaling course. There's no cost to it. Okay. Everyone thinks there's like this gimmick to sell something. And then guys, this is a free course. Like I don't take, there's no credit card information. There's no way to even pay on this thing. Okay. There's no possible way to put in money. All you have to put in is your login information. So you actually have a login to track your progress on there and you're good to go. Like that's it. And everything I talk about is in like extreme, painful, excruciating detail. Like when I say pull a vacant list, I literally, hey, this is Zach here on this video, on this module. You hear me pulling the vacant list and I do it live for you. Okay. So it's all in there, guys. Freewholesaling.com. If everyone's like, oh, because I get comments all the time. Zach, you say to pull the pre-probates, but you don't show us how to do it. You're a scam. Freewholesaling.com right here. It has it all. Okay. Again, government lists. Also, if you want, for a holiday suggestion for everyone too, guys, if you know a local wholesaler doesn't know who I am, just sign them up for freewholesaling.com, give them a login, and then say you've spent $2,000 to give it to them as a gift. And they probably won't know the difference. They'll think it's a $2,000 course because the value on there. And they're like, wow, John, thanks for that $2,000 gift. That was great. And they'll be pretty happy until they figure out, the course is free. But I'm telling you, you just give the gift of that. And people think you're such a nice person. You're giving $2,000 gifts to everyone. It's funny, but that's what I can tell you right now. And then next year's government lists, these are free lists. I still recommend these lists, especially when you're looking to scale up. Still an amazing list to be going after, and still one I still want to recommend today. So government lists, they're absolutely amazing lists to be going after. The ones I highly recommend. And I truly believe if you start using these lists, you're going to have massive success in your wholesaling business. So I'm telling you, government lists, be going after them. They are still going to be amazing and still pretty good ones. So again, what are these lists? These are going to be your water shutoffs. You get that from your utility department. People who have water shutoffs, right? Liens lists. These are going to be your tax liens. So tax lien lists, you're going to have utility liens lists, people who are behind on their electric bills. You have IRS debt lien lists, credit card debt lien lists. There's a ton of liens you can possibly be looking at, code violation liens, mechanics liens, but I'm not too keen on mechanics liens right now. They're mostly richer houses, more or less. So I would prefer that we stick to more tax liens than anything. But still, you go list penances and go after those too. Next year is the fire damage property list. I love the fire damage property list. It's an amazing list to be going after, and still one I recommend today. So guys, be going after your fire damage properties. Go to your local firehouse and start pulling the list from there. It's going to help you a lot. It's still an amazing list to be going after, and one I still recommend today. Next year is going to be probates. I love probates. I think probates is an amazing list still. Just look at probates from your local clerk of the court. They're still going to be there, and they're absolutely golden lists. They're ones you have to be going after today. And they're absolutely the bomb. Also, guys, remember, this is a live video. So if you have any questions, I'm still here to answer it, still here to talk to you, and still here to see how I can help you guys out in your business. So next year, guys, remember, you have KPIs. These are going to be your key performance indicators. This is when you're scaling up a wholesaling real estate operation. This is where you're going to be learning a lot of your stuff. Now, one shout out I have to give today on the video is this book, Traction. Now, a lot of the stuff I'm talking about today is actually from this book. It's called Traction. It's from Gino Wickham. Absolute, like one of the best entrepreneurial, like scaling books for like a systems of operations. I think he created the EOS, the Entrepreneurial Operating System, or Entrepreneur EOS, whatever. I got a book here. EOS, yeah. EOS is the Entrepreneurial Operating System. Okay. EOS, same author. Two really good books. Ones I have to recommend for everyone. Like if they're looking to scale in this business, guys, I don't recommend people be buying stuff on this channel. So again, there are free copies of these floating around on the internet. Take that as you will. I don't know what that means. I'm just telling you, Yeah, but like if you have to go find free copies of this, you're probably don't have the money to scale up the business yet. But hey, no big deal. Still great reads. Um, I mean, I've never even met Gino in my life, so I don't even know any of these people. But like, I've used a lot of it when it comes to scaling stuff. They have stuff like quarterly rocks. I'll share some stuff on here I really like. Let's see, where is it? A lot about hiring the right people too. A lot of vision if you're in the right seat, wrong seat. Accountability. Where is it? I'm trying to show you. They talk about how you should do quarterly meetings, daily meetings, annual meetings, where the vision should be. Stuff like it's pretty good. I'm trying to find. They have a hierarchy of like how the business should run like this. Uh, Kind of like you have it like this. So again, you have to use it for your own business, but like from here would be like marketing, acquisitions, dispositions, and then you got like a COO and CEO, COO, and they got VAs doing all the marketing for you, dispositions, cash buyers, VAs calling cash buyers, stuff like that. Um, Traction, Gino Wickham, great book. One I highly recommend. It's an amazing one to be going after it. But guys, they talk a lot about that on your key performance indicators, and these are going to be information. These are going to be the numbers for your wholesaling business that you still need to understand and know for wholesaling to see if you're going to have good results or not. It's definitely good. I'm telling you right now, if you're not tracking your numbers and your KPIs, I know a lot of people say KPIs and they're like, everyone's like, what's a KPI? You got to understand that stands for key performance indicator. It's going to be a pretty important indicator for you out there for wholesaling real estate to go out there and find these deals and to know what's going on, what lists are working really well, what lists aren't. Guys, I'm an extremely analytical person. So I can tell you right off the bat today that when I'm looking at a list for wholesaling real estate, I want to go out there and say, hey, what's going on? What's going right? What's not going right on here? And say, wow, for the fire damage properties list, the KPIs are showing we're doing really well. For this one, it's showing we're not doing well. It's pretty important that we understand what our KPIs are and like what's going well and what isn't going well for wholesaling operations. It's very important we understand that because it will give us a lot of great indicators. Next year's acquisitions and dispositions. But I can tell you right now for acquisitions, Indeed.com is probably one of the best ones. You can have a VA do it for you, but I prefer someone in-house American to be doing it. Roughly about 10% commission. Disposition should be roughly 4 to 5%. Probably a realtor, I would say, is best for dispositions. And then the last for our virtual wholesaling businesses here is boots on the ground. Boots on the ground are going to be these people that are going out there to take pictures of us for virtual wholesaling, and they're going to walk our cash buyers through houses. Sometimes realtors can do that for us too. But more or less, they're really, really amazing and really great for it. I'm getting told here that no one can hear me. I think people can hear me. Let's check. So I just got told I can't be heard. If I've got through this entire video and my audio isn't working, I'm going to be so mad. This is your financial advice. Let's see. I swear, if this audio is not working. Okay, the audio is working. Oh my gosh. You're killing me here with these comments because I get freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, people can't hear me. What's going on? I'm like, wait, did I just do 23 minutes in and I'm just ranting about this, trying to give the information, and oh my gosh. Whoo. Oh my gosh, that was a close one. Okay. So yeah, boots on the ground. They're going to take pictures of the property and walk the cash buyers to the house for you. I recommend Facebook groups, the jobs. So let's say you live in St. Lucie County, go to the St. Lucie County for jobs or for hire page. Craigslist is okay, a little more shady, personally, what I think. So I would be going after those people and just have them take pictures. Probably $40. Make sure they take 100 pictures. You should be doing well. That's definitely what I would say. And going from there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, guys. So overall, boots on the ground, they're going to be really important for your virtual wholesaling operations. And they're definitely ones I would recommend. So guys, overall, that is how you should be scaling up your wholesaling operations. What I could tell you honestly, though, is if you're pulling the right lists and doing the right marketing, I think it's pretty important. What I want to do is leave a lot of time up here for Q&A. A lot of questions you guys have about scaling, something I might not mention, or some questions you have for it. I'd love to go answer that and see how I can help you guys out. So let's get it going. Let's see how I can help the people out today and get it going. Go. Thomas says here, when are you going to buy a keyboard and post a video of you as the crazy DJ? Thomas, I gotta get the golden mic. We are in the works, Thomas. I promise you, we are in the works. I think Rick's in it. Like, I got the hair for it already. So, let's say we possibly could be in the works of something. We still got to work on it, Thomas, but it is something that I am taking very seriously. Louis says, thoughts on college for business and finance. I here's the issue. We're going to talk, or you're mentioning college here. So I'm not like, everyone thinks like every wholesaler is like this, is like college is the worst thing ever. You get indoctrinated with working a job. It's the worst thing. I don't think college is the worst thing ever. Okay. Like everyone seems like it's the worst place to be forever. It's not terrible. Like, it's probably not beneficial for wholesaling real estate specifically, but like that's a very, very small amount of people. Now, if for college for business, I don't know, the problem with business, that's such a broad term. Now, if I'm going to be like a medical sales staff person, maybe you don't need a degree for it. A lot of jobs for business, you're going to have to get a college degree, and that'll probably help you out. Finance, I think, pretty sure you need a college degree for that, so it's probably fine for there. But Luis, what I'm trying to get at here is, I know a lot of people say bad stuff about college. It's not the worst thing. I know for wholesaling real estate, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I don't think you're gonna get any more skills from it, but it's not going to hurt you. But it's also not going to be a thing where you need to have a college degree to do well. Like wholesaling real estate, like the least discriminatory thing possible. You can be any age. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter how tall you are. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like, nobody cares in wholesaling. The only thing that matters in wholesaling real estate is if you can help somebody out. Let's say example for a realtor. If you are an ex-felon or something and you committed a felony like 30 years ago, and completely different life, and you made a mistake when you're like 16 years old or something, you still can't be a realtor. Now, wholesaling doesn't care. We don't discriminate against that. We discriminate if you can help sellers out, and it gives a lot of people good outs. It gives a lot of people opportunities. So, college is ultimately up to you. I'm on the fence here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I got my college degree while I was working 60, 70 hours a week in wholesaling. And then I spent like 5 hours a week just doing college online. Now, technically I wasn't allowed to do it online, but the tests were online, and I just left. I just took the tests online, and I legit spent an hour, 5 days a week on just reading the books. I didn't even watch any of the lectures, and I passed pretty well. I have an eidetic memory, so like I can read it once for like 30 minutes and just absorb the information, not read it again. And then when I take the test like a month later, I remember it. It works well for me. Not probably for most people. So that, again, I can't tell you, but like I was working 60, 70 hours a week in wholesaling, and I was still in college full time, got my bachelor's degree doing it. So it's like, my thoughts are, I didn't learn anything more. I just, I don't know. I graduated when I was like 19. So I was like, well, I started legit making real money at 18. I'm like, well, I'm kind of got a year left. It's like, let me just finish it out, and it's like 5 hours a week. Like, honestly, most people spend 5 hours a week, doing leisure activities, playing video games, watching TV on Netflix, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook. I just use that time for learning school stuff. Like, I didn't learn anything. The accounting is decent. I'll be honest with you. Like, the accounting's not bad. I can understand accounting sheets a lot better. But it's still not, it didn't make me any more educated. I think it didn't make me any smarter. That's my opinion on it. How difficult is it to sell properties with liens as opposed to properties with no debt? Really no big difference, I would say. I personally think a property with lien's better than a property no debt because there's more motivation. Do you need a special purchase and sale agreement when it comes to probate? Great question here. I would say no. For Florida, we use a regular person sale one. Now, Griffin has a really interesting point here. Child support lien too. Child support liens are really good. The one issue with it is like if you're in Texas, where like the laws for child support's like, I'm not going to call it insane, but like they could slap like a $400,000 like child support lien on a house and destroy a deal like coming out of nowhere. I child support's definitely, I agree with it. I think it's still a good thing to do. But like some of these liens have killed some of my deals, and like I'm like, child support, come on. Like I shouldn't be mad at it. I mean, the person owed the child support, but it's just like I've gotten so many deals ruined through child support liens that drive me crazy because people escape it because Florida has this like weird child support tax shelter law. I don't know why, but like a lot of people that like have a bunch of lawsuits move to Florida and they get protected. I don't know the exact, I think some lawyer guy watching this or gal can probably go comment something, but like, I know some high level people, I'm not going to say it because their algorithm is going to mess it up, but people that were on trial, that played football, for USC or the Buffalo Bills. And, they, a Kardashian was their lawyer type guy. He moved to Florida because he had a bunch of lawsuits and he's like protected through a bunch of laws. I know the homestead law is really good. So a lot of people move to Florida and it's kind of like, it gets weird, but you can shelter a lot of wealth in Florida for some reason through child support. So I'm not going to say it for the algorithm, but Thomas can kind of give you a hint there. But I think most of the people older than 30 understand who I'm talking about. But like people like that who have like a lawsuits crazy everywhere, like civil like litigation, they move to Florida. And it's weird about wholesaling on it. It's interesting, but yeah, it's kind of insane. But all right, let's see. Rasheen, what's up? I have my list, and I've tried to reach out to the owners and skip trace the people on truepeoplesearch.com, but when I see their number, 85% of the numbers do not work. Do you have any advice for me? Let me know what list and what market you're in. That'll help me out tremendously. Hey, Zach, quick question. Why does Deal Machine and PropStream have different information and equity? How's more? So, Kevin, the problem with equity is subjective. PropStream thinks the house is worth this. Deal Machine thinks the property is worth this. I would say PropStream, in my opinion, I know both softwares decently well. PropStream's a little too optimistic with prices sometimes, and sometimes they're right on the money. They're kind of like Zillow. Deal Machine's a little more accurate sometimes, but again, sometimes Deal Machine's off. It's like city specific. PropStream generally around the country is going to be pretty good. So what I can tell you right now is equity. It's value of the property minus how much is owed on the property. That's equity. So the only thing that fluctuates is not how much is owed on the property, but what is actual the value of the house. That's the thing that changes on there, and that's sort of what you got to understand there. David says, what is up, David? Well, I live in San Francisco, but can't really do that virtually. I agree with you. I need help getting my first deal, sir, and I watched all your videos. Well, let me know how I can help. Let's go! Justin's out here. He's pumped up. Watching from work again. I'm pumped. All right, Corey, you got this. Congrats on the show. I appreciate that. Just know, guys, I did not go with the show on A&E because they would not support us doing our social media stuff, and they wanted to control our social medias. And I'm not that type of guy, or I'm not going to be controlled by a media company that wants to pay me $2,000 an episode for 13 episodes. Like, what is that? Or is it for? It's between. It depends how many shows like you're going to do and how many people. But like, why am I going to accept being paid $70K a year to do a TV show and they control all my media rights? It's like it's low key criminal. And then they want to control everything. I couldn't post deals that were not going to be on the show on the YouTube channel. They wanted to control my Instagrams. They wanted to control my TikTok. They wanted to control. It was ridiculous. And they had a bunch of demands. They wanted me to have certain. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to get them in trouble or them like be mad at me. But let's just say the show, the network, they didn't like my team for certain reasons, and they wanted to put in not actors, but like someone who they had randomly won in there that met a certain criteria for them. And it's just ridiculous. Like it's gonna be scripted. You know, oh, we're gonna put something inside the house, and then we're gonna put we're gonna put a camo hat in there, and I'm not doing that. Like guys, I hate being fake, and for 70K a year and working 40 hours a week on the show, like it's not worth it. Like it'll give you the cool blue check mark, and it'll feed your ego, but I'm not here to feed an ego. Like I don't need your money. Like I don't sell courses because I don't need the money. I don't need your guys' money. I don't need the TV network's money. Okay. Like I'm not selling out. Okay. I'm telling you, you see these musicians that sell to a big record label and they hate themselves and they're making a ton of money. I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not getting controlled. I'm crazy and I'm going to keep being crazy. Okay. Let me be my crazy person in a studio, talking behind a camera on the internet, than be the person who is fake behind a TV network that can't do their stuff. If you ever notice people who get TV shows and networks, they stop posting deals immediately. I hate that. Like, how do you learn doing that? Are you kidding me? Just think about that for a second, okay? People that have TV shows, they can't post deals anymore on their YouTube channel, and stuff gets very controlled. Think about that for a second. All right. ListREI.com and PropStream are basically the same thing. All right, let's pop it up. Let's see here. All you're gonna be doing to college is get even smarter. I wouldn't say you're get smarter to go to college, but you'll need a few more important documents and dealing with probate. So having a person on your team will definitely help you fast track the lengthy process. Justin's got it. Will benefit you in the long run, but it's not needed if you don't care about how smart you are. I feel like it's kind of an elitist view, you know, like, oh, you're smart if you go to college. Smart, your intelligence it doesn't matter what school you went to. Your intelligence, it doesn't matter. Like you see an intelligent person that didn't go to college, or like an intelligent high schooler, they're gonna have a really high IQ and they never went to college. Like it's not that. Let's see. Also, how many leads do you think we should be reaching out to per month at a bare minimum to even have a chance at 100K a month, assuming we're pulling a good list? If you're pulling a good list, I would say at least 15 to 20,000 at a bare minimum. Like for SMS and cold calling, that's bare minimum stuff, okay? Bare minimum. Is doing a wholesale deal involving multiple properties from need more water in this. Corey says, is doing a wholesale deal involving multiple properties from one seller and all-in-one deal possible? I have a seller who wants to sell 5 rentals on one transaction. It's profit potential in this. Corey, this is good. You have to do one deal at a time. Each house is different. Do one contract, do one deal, and then do multiple at a time after that. Make sure they trust you that you did one deal first, and you'll be fine. Also, how many leads do you think we should be reaching out to per month at a bare minimum, even to have a chance at 100K a month? Just answer that. Harry grades in high school, curious. So I went to college in high school. So again, I went to high school 1 year, and then I just took college classes after that, just so I didn't have to deal with, because school is like what? I think 8:30 to like 2. It was ridiculous. It was like 8:30 to 3. And I was like, well, I'm going to spend 7 hours a day in high school. And why don't I just do like 2.5 hours, 3 hours a day and do college classes, and I don't have to pay for it. It's all free. So, yeah, that's what I basically did. So, 4.0 in high school, I guess, for a year. And then I think pretty much 1B until my senior year. And then my senior year, I started learning wholesaling when I was 17. And I was like, screw school. And then I did well. I think I got 1B my senior year. And then I got a full ride to go to a college, and then did that for a semester. And then I I still got a full ride, which is kind of cool. But I was like, screw that. I'm still wholesaling. And then I just came back, still did my full ride thing. So I never paid for college, but like, it was stupid. I'm just saying, for like, wholesaling real estate is stupid. I learned a lot of great stuff, great friends, but you know, what are the most important questions to ask cash buyers? Now, cash buyers, it's an important one. The most important ones is proof of funds. If they're comfortable with wholesaling, or they're comfortable with you making an assignment fee on your deal. Those are probably going to be your most important things you got to learn out there. Jacob says, hey, Zach, are you open to vacant land JVs? All day. I'm telling you, I love those deals. Why can't you focus on commercial real estate? Bigger profits. Why don't you focus on commercial? Bro, it's bigger profits, but here's the issue. If I did commercial real estate, I'd be making 100K, 200K a deal, but I'd be only doing like 4 deals a year. 800K versus millions. Like, it's a law of numbers. It's like, it's kind of like being Amazon versus like a Lamborghini. Like, Lamborghini sells cars at $300,000-$400,000 at a time. They seem like they're doing better, right? That's sexier. But Amazon's selling stuff for $10. But what does Amazon have over a Lamborghini? Why is Amazon probably worth 100 times more than Lamborghini? Like the actual the market rate, the market cap? Because Amazon does volume, baby. Like, they're selling millions and millions of units a second, probably thousands of units a second, where Lamborghini is going to be like 10 an hour, you know? So that's the way you look at commercial real estate. Sexier, but you're going to do way less deals. And it makes more sense to do single family real estate. How many single family deals are out there versus commercial? It's crazy difference. Hey, Zach, can you message me later? I have a question regarding the Excel spreadsheet for contracts for contacts and JV and your buyer. Of course, no problem. Let me know. Always here to help. You operate out of Dallas and got completely screwed because of child support. It's crazy. Any tips on getting personal representatives' contact info if you pay for leads and all includes the decedent? I would ask, Benny, the clerk of the court if you pulled that from there. If you're paying for leads, where are you paying it from? Are you paying the clerk of the court? Because you shouldn't be doing that. Let me know what service you're using for that. What's up, Stony? LOI just started a spreadsheet last night, this morning, for buyers and JV partners using on an Excel template I stumbled on. And I was like, oh, dang, that is it. That's awesome. Griffin says, that's stupid. Okay. When canceling a contract, does the title company charge you? No. If you have the right wholesaling title company, you kind of say that beforehand, and you'll learn a lot more with that. What's good, King? What is up, Luis? Or Lewis, let me know if I'm saying it right. If the seller owes money on the house, does your offer have to cover the remaining? So if the seller owes money on the house, have to cover the remaining balance plus their net, what they're looking to net. Yes. Most of the time, yes. You don't want them, most of the time they won't take a check or a deal that's not going to net them money. Those usually never go very well at all. Same. Bomb. Heck yeah. How long should the inspection contingency be? And how can I still cancel the contract once the inspection period is over? You can, once the inspection period's over, you can just still get out of it. You're probably going to lose your earnest money deposit, or you might get it back if you have a nice seller. The issue is the inspection contingency should be 30 to 45 days is my recommendation. You can always do it, longer, but not the biggest recommendation. What is up? How do you avoid skip tracing the same address? Google Excel or Google Sheets. I'll remove duplicates, and it's the easiest thing to do. I'll just cross-reference it with other data I have. REI Investor, what is up? You rock, Zach. You and your dad both. Thank you so much. Self-taught is the way, not college. I'm not anti-college. What I could tell you is the accounting, I learned some pretty good stuff at. There's some good stuff there, but I don't know. The stuff I like studying, it's not like not a lot of it's in college. Like when I'm studying real estate, the history of things, they're in colleges, but mostly I kind of do my own research on it. I enjoy it. Armani says, what should our KPIs look like? I'm sure it will vary by market and list types, but are you able to go over these? What should our KPIs look like? So your KPIs are going to be dependent on what kind of marketing you're having. So if you're doing cold calling, you want to know how many calls you're doing, what's your call per lead, how many leads to an appointment, and how many appointments to a deal. Overall, you kind of want to look at what your net income for your deals are and everything like that. Is it hard to wholesale a probate property? Not really. Some states are harder than others, but really it's not that difficult to do. College doesn't make you smart. Experience does. I would argue experience doesn't equal intelligence either. It'll make you wise. I'll tell you that. Intelligence is really weird. I think everyone's intelligent. It's just, it's a weird one to think about, but I would say everyone's smart. It's just not everyone's a genius or something, but like a lot of it's intangible. And unfortunately, like it's how much work you put into things too, having a skill. But yeah, let's JV. All right, man. Always here to do it. Let's see here. Just depends on how well you negotiate and structure the right time to ask certain questions. We negotiate a 90-day inspection period on the deal we locked up. Let's go. I have several. Let's get it. We have it written up as a study period. Oh, snap. Love it. Do you know when PropStream refreshes their data? I went to pull the same list and I pulled a month ago, but I'm afraid to skip tracing the same data. Pull the list, export that with your previous list, remove the duplicates, and then skip trace that list. Have you heard of legal news? No. Okay, I got you. Thanks for the info. Of course. Let me see what legal news is. No, I don't read that. Let's see here. Sasha, what is up? First time tuning in live. How do you recommend I tweak my contracts to fit my state, which I'd reach out to? How do I know what's permittable? Sasha, all you really got to do is go out there to your title company and then go to the title company and ask them if this contract's good for the state. They'll probably tweak it for you and do it all for free. Yeah, I was asking a hypothetical question too, because I don't even know. I was thinking maybe if you didn't, you would be any skin in your side for them to charge you, right? Just the seller. Well, ask me the question again. I think I got lost in the comments there. What's the best way to find buyers? The best way to find buyers through Facebook. If you go to freewholesaling.com, it's all in there. Your audio's cutting in and out, Zach. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Let's see. That stinks. Let's check. Cutting in and out, Zach. Oh, second. Always here to help. You know what service you're using for them. Guys, is my audio cutting out? Scaling this business, guys. TV control. I don't see it on the replay, but maybe. Hold on. Hello. Yeah, I don't think it's cutting out. Can you get wealthier faster if you focus on cash flow commercial real estate? No. It sounds sexier, but no. Hands down, no. Any advice for probate for free? Just go to your local clerk of the court, and it should be fine, Yeah. Lucas says, accept my friend request. Dude, I got like 3,000 friend requests right now. I don't know how, like, if I accept all of them, there's a limit. So I guess I can go look for yours specifically. Then everyone else is going to feel bad. So I got to figure that out. I'll ask Facebook if they can change their whole algorithm for me. That might work. But I'll see. Hey, Zach, I'm currently in my local New York market. I want to get to know how I can show a house that I get under contract to buyers. How I can show a house that I get under contract. I mean, you just bring them through the house. Ask the seller if you and a partner can go by the house and look at it. Simple as that. Jacob says, follow up question. What market are you in for vacant land and what's the best way? If there's a deal, I'm in that market. Promise you that. Zach, do you do direct mail? Do you recommend it for newbies? In which list to target? So I do a bunch of direct mail. I do a very specific postcard. We give offers on the postcards. We also do a bunch of other types of direct mail. If you guys go below, it's mailingmastery.com. Mailingmastery.com. Okay. Let me spell that one more time. mailingmastery. That is our free direct mail course. I've seen too many gurus selling direct mail courses, and that's the only way anyone's really taught direct mail the right way. So we did it for free. Mailingmastery.com. That's kind of it. For newbies, if you have the money, yes. Mailing Master will show you exactly how to do the entire thing. Armani says, are fire departments required to give us the address of fire damaged properties? I've called about 6 times and they said it's private info, even though I bring up the FOIA application. Have you met them in person? Let me know, because you're calling. If you go in person, it's a little different. All right. I have a buyer that wanted 8-day inspection contingency and a refundable EMD. How do I go about that? The buyer offered $3,000 more of the asking. The buyer offered. I had a buyer that wanted in the refundable. I mean, write that in. If it's worth it for you, then write it in. Just put in the contract, 8-day inspection period and a refundable EMD. I would say non-refundable, but if you can't, I'd still go with that. ListREI.com and PropStream are the same thing. What's the best way to find motivated sellers? I truly recommend right now the best place to find your motivated sellers is going to be through government lists, the ones I kind of spoken on before here. Again, it's all on freewholesaling.com. Can you tell me about title companies in Florida, Louise? I mean, they're pretty good. You just got to find investment right ones, which you can get from freewholesaling.com. Mr. All Things is Possible. I like that name. When do you go live with your Facebook groups and what are you teaching different from your YouTube? A lot of my teachings from the Facebook groups are me commenting questions that they don't post on here. Again, the videos get posted in there, but we just do exclusive comments and questions that kind of in a Facebook group setting that you don't really see in a YouTube one. All right. Audio sounds good. Good. Wisdom is applied knowledge. I have found that school teaches you to be an employee depending on a job. Entrepreneur pursuit teaches you to become successful in life. Supporting saying how important would you say is wholesaling deals are in order to have a consistent 100K months? Would you say wholesaling needs to be 60? You don't need a wholesale to make 6 figures. I wholesale because it works really well for me. Not even in worst case, all the time you can make and create to line up is dispositions, all part of the mission. That's still best case. Speaking nothing but facts. All right. Everything looks like it sounds good. Perfect. Audio's good. You're good. Awesome. Your audio is fine. All right. Just making sure. I get people that say that. Just want to make sure. Jorge, what is up? Is the real estate market in a bubble? Oh my gosh. Okay. I get asked this question so many times, and I'm going to be honest with you. If I knew, I would be a billionaire right now, probably on a yacht, like a mega yacht. Like I'm not talking like a nice boat. Like I'm talking like a mega yacht. I'll probably be off the coast of like Australia right now on my mega yacht because I can just predict real estate like instantly. I'm making like $15 billion a year. Here's the issue, are we in a real estate market bubble? Prices are inflated, I would say right now. Now, Rick has a different opinion. Your mom has a different opinion. Your uncle's got a different opinion. What I can tell you right now is right now we have a extremely low inventory, high demand. Lenders are very, very, very strict to go and lend out money for things. What I could tell you right now is I think there's going to be a nice catalyst in probably this year, 2022. It's going to be pretty interesting, but interest rates are practically zero right now. And that's a huge, huge, huge indicator why real estate's going up like crazy. Jerome Powell's kind of got his hand turned. He's the presidential administration right now probably not much leeway to do. They're going to have to up interest rates. And again, here's the issue is inflation is soaring, and the president, I'm just going to say JB because I don't want the algorithm to be like, oh, he's talking politics today. JB has an issue on his hands. His approval ratings aren't too. I'm not any political party. I'm not supporting one political party over the other. I'm just telling you facts right now. JB, okay, has low approval ratings relative historically. If you compare some in the past, now a lot of it has to do with gas prices, inflation, stuff like that, and he can fix that by increasing the interest rates, because that will curb inflation like crazy, because people are like, oh, the milk's so expensive, even though they get pay raises. So he's going to be very pressured, especially for the midterms, in my opinion, for inflation. So I have a feeling they're going to up interest rates maybe half a percent for total. And I feel like that's going to spook a lot of people. And hopefully that's going to shift some of the real estate prices, in my opinion. Once they start increasing it up, and they're gonna want some leverage. So if something insane happens in market cycles, they are able to lower interest rates to help boost the economy as a stimulus. Because I don't know if they have the money to do another big stimulus thing. So, in my opinion, is it a bubble? I don't think it's gonna pop. I think it'll slowly dip. Hopefully, if they increase interest rates. Now, if they increase interest rates like by a whole percent, and real estate keeps soaring, I don't know what to tell you. It's really up to what's going to happen if the Fed increases the interest rate, what real estate's going to do from there. I don't know. Who knows? But if they do that, we could see a shift, and that could be very interesting for the year. It's something I'm still looking out. Guys, I promise you, I will keep you updated. Cool part about wholesaling, it doesn't matter. We're still going to make a ton of money, so it don't matter to me. Okay? And if real estate goes down, I'm still fine. So I'm just telling you right now. Does my title company have to be in that specific state when wholesaling virtually? No. Let's see here. Corey says, Zach, run the deal I was talking about. The seller wanted to close all at once. Should I recommend closing one per week? They are motivated. Get them all under contract, but just do it one by one. You don't do one contract for 5 properties. Do 5 different contracts. Do them all. Zach, what's up? What's up, Markeem? Adam says, what's your opinion on creative finance, and when should you mention it to sellers as an option? If they want too much for the house, and if they have low equity, it's a really good play. They got a lot of equity. Try a seller financing deal. If a wholesaling deal is not going to work, then offer it. Do you have any recommendations on where to find VAs? Upwork.com, kind of like what I said before. I'd say Upwork, onlinejobs.ph. Pete, if you're doing a virtual wholesaling and need a cash buyer, if you show a cash buyer a house, would this be done with the boots on the ground? And how would you deal with them stealing your deals if they are a realtor? Well, you get the property under contract first, it should be fine. That's why I always get everything under contract first. Do you think the housing market is going to crash? And if so, what does that mean for wholesalers? I'm not really worried at all. Like I'm telling you right now, the housing market crashes, and we're going to make a ton of money. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. These gurus are going to run away, but I'll still show you how to do it. Hey, Zach, have you or Rick ever used a virtual title company? Yeah, I like the in-person up. I like in-person better. If you're in Canada, still use the in-person ones. They'll still do better. LOL, well, already got the way within ya. Appreciate it. I think it all depends on the buyers. Do these investors and our clients and wholesaling, likely they'll still by buying and renting, not going away. Of course. Definitely up to the buyers. Louis says, should I get my license? I don't think so. It depends on your state. As a beginner, should I talk to a lawyer for my first deal? No, go to your title company for the contract. So guys, overall, in wholesaling real estate, what I can tell you right now, in wholesaling real estate, especially when you're scaling your business, it all comes down to your marketing you're going to do and how well of an executed plan you're going to be doing. So go out there and start living the life of your dreams. Start scaling up the business. If you guys have any questions about scaling, it's all on freewholesaling.com, the free wholesaling course. There's so much in there, so much free, valuable information from there. So guys, go out there, learn from freewholesaling.com, and you can go out there and get it going, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be talking. We got a little earlier live tomorrow than usual, but we're still going out there and showing you exactly how to get it going. So hopefully, I don't know the specific time, but I'll be going live and we'll show you specific, some fun lists. So that's all I can say on there. But guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's get it. Let me show you a video, freewholesaling.com. Check it out. Thank you guys so much. Like this video and subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Thanks. Hey guys, Zach Ginn here from Flip with Rick. And after helping tens of thousands of people get started in wholesaling real estate and helping so many people out go from $0 to $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, I'm super excited to announce my new Wholesaling Mastery course. This Wholesaling Mastery course will have everything step by step on the whole entire wholesaling processes. I'm going to give you real deal examples. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the whole wholesaling process. This course will give you everything you need to know to make up to $100,000 to over $1 million per year in wholesaling real estate profits. Most real estate gurus out there will charge you around $5,000 for a course like this. But today, if you click on the link, you'll get my Wholesaling Mastery course for the low price of...
Sell out.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I knew you would do this. I knew you were going to go the course route with the guru. It goes against everything we've preached from day one. Don't be a sellout.
The course is free.
What?
The course is free. I'm giving it for free.
Oh, I apologize. Carry on.
Jeez, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, duh. Do you think I'm going to go sell out as like a regular guru selling you a course? I'm not trying to make money off of you guys. Guys, over here, all you got to do is click there to just sign up. No gimmicks, nothing. Absolutely for free. It's a free wholesaling course. Literally, I've seen every single wholesaling course. I have access to all the 10,000 mentorships. Guys, I literally copied them step by step. I literally have an entire course set out just for you for wholesaling real estate. Click on that and let's get started.